So I don't know what it is, but there's this random trend that I just keep seeing like everywhere I look on social media. It's these guys who are just terrible with women. And I mean, I thought I was bad with women. I mean, I don't know. I went like my entire high school career basically without any action. So I feel like that's kind of hard to do, especially nowadays. Because I don't know, this goofball that we're gonna take a look at, it's a real hoot. I guess let's just jump right into it. But before I do have a shameless plug. My second channel, Cryptoid. Um, I will leave that in the description of this video. I started a new channel, and because I just wanted to, that one is going to be focusing more on I don't know, like monsters, cryptids. That's the first video that I have on there. It's going over the first tier, the cryptid iceberg, which I hope to have the second tier out soon. Um, so yeah, go over there if you're interested. I'll leave a link in the description. Okay, so what we have here is the girl in blue and the guy in gray. And it seems like they had already went on a first date, so good for them. But I think the girl dodged a bullet. Hey, I'm sorry I didn't message you earlier today, but I wanted to say I enjoyed our date yesterday. How did you feel about it? And then the guy responds, "Oh yeah, I was wondering why you didn't message sooner, but I agree, it was very enjoyable. Would you like to see each other between Christmas and New Year's? I can take you to the restaurant you were talking about." So everything seems normal now, but it gets real wacky, so strap in. And the girl says, "I can't. I'm going to be at my parents' between Christmas and New Year's, maybe sometime in January. I'm going to be a little busy though." Reasonable. I mean, it's the time of the holidays. Everyone normally sees their family at the holidays, it makes sense. This absolute fucking lunatic says, "So you don't want to see each other anymore?" How do you jump to that conclusion from "I'm going to be at my family's around the holidays"? We might be able to get together in January though. Like, what the fuck? The girl then replies, no, that's not what I said at all." And then he says, "Well, it kind of seems that way. You expect me to believe that you aren't going out to party on New Year's?" Yeah, because everyone goes out to parties on New Year's. I mean, I did. Yeah. No, I literally just sat at home and I played video games most of the day. And the girl responds, "Not this year." "Then why can't you see me in January?" "I literally said I can, I just said I'll be a little busy." Okay, well, you should make some time for yourself instead of work. If you spent time with me, you could relax." And then it cuts off, and the next one says more, but I'm assuming that's not actually, that he maybe said something else in that time. But anyways, I don't know what the hell this guy's problem is, because she literally said, "We can see each other in January, but I'll be a little busy." Because like she has her own life, like work and possibly school. I mean, I don't know what this girl does with her free time, but clearly she's not spending it wisely. I mean, she could be spending it with this gentleman right here, and then she comes back saying, "That's not really time to myself then, is it?" Which is 100% correct. If you're spending it with someone else, that's not time to yourself. I don't know where this fucking goofball's getting his logic here, but Then he says, "So you don't want to see me?" She then comes back and says, "If you're going to be so confrontational about it, I don't really," and then just kind of, stops there, like, awkward. I don't really know what I want to do now, but, and it seems like you're kind of a bit of a loose trigger, so if I just say anything, you will, like, flip your switch and then get pissed off at me. And then he says, "I literally paid for your diner, and this is the thanks I get? You should be thankful I spent the time getting to know you. Now you want to ditch me? What the fuck?" And then the girl's response is pretty accurate. She says, "I don't really know what to say to that." This fucking goober here, like, my god, what the hell? I don't understand. And then he goes on and says, "You could start by apologizing for wasting my time." I can see why girls are so, like, hesitant to get with a guy that they just met so quickly, because holy shit, this is awful. Like, nothing even happened. The girl said we could meet up in January, and he was still like, "No, so you're gonna just ditch me after I pay for your dinner? What the fuck? You're such a whore. I like you're such a big ass slut. I fucking hate you. You are the worst." Like, come on, man. You guys both enjoyed your time. And then that doesn't even exclude the fact that she kept your number and she let you continue to talk to her while you're doing your thing. Like, this could have been a great thing, but no. This dude had to fucking ruin it because that's what he does, I guess. I don't know. He just spirals everything out of control and just, I don't know. I'm throwing my arms up and just saying, I don't know, whatever. Have fun whoring around on New Year's Eve. I guess I dodged a bullet here. Laughing emoji. All right, look, anyone that uses the laughing emoji unironically like this is automatic red flag. If you see that, run fucking far away, really far, and don't stop because they're a complete insufferable asshole and they're going to be like the worst to you. So, yeah, just leave. And by this point, the girl just decides to stop answering to this complete lunatic. I mean, who wouldn't? So he says, "So you aren't going to answer me? You're a waste of time, you know that? You better pay B back for the dinner because this is ridiculous. I took you out to a nice diner that you said you enjoyed, and now you won't go on a second date with me. Fucking slut. You literally have no life, and you say you are too busy to see me? You could have just told me straight up that you were busy all the time before I went on a date. Do you usually waste people's time and money? Whoring around for free food and attention. I can't believe I actually was considering settling down with a woman so old and so ugly. Girls over 21 are a waste of time." Okay, so this guy just completely went off the rails. And this guy just activated like lightning cringe mode or something. You can feel the tears behind his little fingers. His fucking he's got his meat in one hand and his other hand is like furiously typing with his thumb there at and just like calling her a whore and a slut and this and that and then he says girls over 21 are a waste of time. I don't know the age of this guy, but what the fuck, man? What the hell? I don't. Oh my god, it's not even over yet, and I'm still just like I'm just blown away. "I don't need to settle for an ugly duckling like you." Then she finally texts him back. "Then stop texting me. Get a fucking life, dude." Then he says, "My like is better than yours, slut." Like as it's some kind of one-liner that he's just like an action hero that just jumped off a building and blew something up. That's what he said to the main villain or something because I don't know. Or he's just in second grade and he's just, like, "Oh, I'm better than you because this." And she corrects him by saying life, which is just cherry on top. Fucking awesome. Then he left her on red, and that was it for the night of Friday. That was a great Friday night. He wanted that afternoon delight though. The next day. So he says, "I'm sorry, I should have been more understanding about your schedule. Sorry if you feel disrespected." As if she's gonna respond to that, dude. I don't know you fucking ruined everything because you went on this like 10-page fucking tirade on her about how much of a slut she is for not wanting to go out on a date with you, demanding that she pays you back for your diner or for her diner. And then the real horniness sets in. At 1:15 a.m. the next day, he says, "You up?" Dude, you can't make this shit up. This is fucking hilarious. You can't. Holy shit. This is awesome. But it's not. This is awful because this guy is fucking. Like, what do you even say to that anymore? Like, what. As the girl, what do you even say to that? Do you just block him? Like, I don't get it. I've never had this happen to me, obviously. And I've also never been on the other side of this, I've never been the one doing this. It's just like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, people are gonna have their things to do on, like, holidays. That's what they do. That's where this brilliant saga ends of text messages from Mr. Gentleman Nice Guy. So, anyways, other channels in the description if you want to check that out. I just think that video came out pretty good, and if you're interested at all, give it a watch. I'll see you in the next one. See you later.